Now I'm gonna stop the music.
Does
And
Jazz
does
music
Ida
stops.
gain back more sh- sh- size and whatnot that she
yes,
lost?
you guys arrive that night,
Okay.
so
We'll
not quite yet.
revisit it in the
Yeah,
morning if we make it to morning.
yeah. So you guys travel up the mountains, and it's actually kind of a rough journey. For those of you who failed the Constitution check earlier, it's a little bit worse for you guys. Um, but eventually, you guys make it to now this map over
Aw, snap.
here, and I am now going to reveal.
Ooh.
Here, actually, not just yet. Not just yet. Instead, we're gonna put the spooky music on.
Ooh.
Aw, shit.
Poopy.
It's about to get spooky up in this bitch.
So you
Woohoo.
guys come up on this temple, and it looks very much like a pyramid in old ruins. And I want everyone to roll kind of a spot hidden for me. So let's see, Jethro. So
Oh, thank
Ida,
God for Jethro.
Josie, you rolled for that there.
Yeah, that was the top.
Okay.
I rolled before Jethro.
Okay, so only Jethro, you're the only one who sees this. Um, it's dark, so it's difficult to see, but you see something crawling up the pyramid. And you guys kind of arrive kind of like over here. And this thing crawling up the pyramid does not notice you at all. And then you see that it is one of the karasiri, one of the fish tacos, and its head begins to open up and it vomits down the crack of the roof of the temple. I'm gonna have a little image for you guys. You guys see it?
Uh, yep.
Oh, good.
Yeah. It vomits down, and as you guys get closer to the pyramids, you just smell uh death and decay, and there are just maggots and flies everywhere. I want everybody to roll another constitution.
Oh boy.
Oh, thank goodness.
Jethro, you take it like a champ.
No more vomiting for Jethro.
No, in fact, with that extreme success, if you failed previously from the previous constitution roll, you
I
receive no
did.
penalties anymore from any extreme, anything physical. With that
Yes.
extreme success, you kind of you're able to kind of like pick yourself up and force with your willpower, kind of like push yourself through it. Josie, unfortunately, you begin to vomit from the smell.
God.
James, same thing. You are vomiting as a family.
That's so sweet.
And Franklin, just waiting on your constitution roll.
Uh,
Okay, you passed it before, so you don't vomit, but you get lightheaded and dizzy from the smell, from the filth.
I like to
One,
imagine it's that scene in Family Guy where they're all throwing up on the couch and shit.
Uh,
I
if she can, Josie absolutely will walk a few steps away and turn her back. It's not ladylike to let people see.
of course. I am now also
Josie, you need me to hold your hair?
No, quite all right. Her hair's up.
so this is for your eyes here. So when you guys, and granted after your vomiting fits here, I'm going to provide you guys kind of like your own little thing. And you see the entrance to the ruins. There are a few different ruins. And if you look at your map, you will see ruins map now in your handouts. This is to give you guys a little idea of the little entrances and the way to enter the pyramid should you desire. So you guys can plan out kind of how you want to get into the pyramid should you want to do
Excuse me. Does anyone see the gold outline that was mentioned?
Do we?
another spot hidden roll for that. Or actually, since you already did that, the only person who sees it is Jethro, and along with the vomiting, uh, Parasiri, you do see an outline of gold that's very similar to the golden rod that goes into the it wraps around the temple and then goes in through the entrance.
Which entrance?
Moment. It goes through uh not there. It goes through the chimneys and number 2.
Two. Okay.
So you'll see it like it goes inside and then it comes out again and then it goes around and inside it wraps around the whole temple.
Okay. So Jethro will reply to that and say, um, I can sort of see it. It looks like it's going around the temple, like she said, but then those chimneys. I don't know if you can see them, but it goes inside, and the broken link might be. It might have to be inside. Also, they're here. I don't know. I mean, I know we can all smell that, but I think it's coming from one of the fish tacos up on the roof.
You know, I really think we should figure out a different name for these things.
Yeah, I really don't see how that name suits them at all.
They're the Kari Siri.
Yes.
I have a hard time saying that for some reason. Can we just call them like demons or something?
You can call them vampire.
They are vampires. You could call them vampires.
All right then. Yeah, sure. Vampires.
Can I look at the thing on top of the temple through my scope to see if that gets me a better look and gives me any, I don't know, useful info?
Absolutely. You can roll another spot hidden if you'd like, and you will get a bonus of whatever you rolled. You can get a bonus of 20. You can add 20 to it.
Okay. Shit.
Ooh.
All right, yeah, it's a hard success. So you get a closer look at the.
That's without the bonus, so it's technically a -3.
Yes, it's a mega success. So you you take a look and you can tell that it is 100% a Karasiri, and it is vomiting into the crack the fat and meat of humans. So
Oh,
this is a Karasiri that has recently fed on someone, and it's vomiting the contents into the crack.
like
Another
some
thing
kind
you
of
can see with the heart
payment or
success is that there are more Karasiri climbing up the pyramid,
how
and
many?
there's about 15 of them,
Oh my god.
and they're all fat and bloated, like they're full from eating.
Oh my.
Uh,
I count about 16 of them all over the top of the temple.
well, obviously we're not going to be able to take on all of them at the same time. I think our best chance of getting in there is to cause a distraction.
It might be worth mentioning. It does seem well, the one on top is seems to be depositing. It's um
Yeah, I'm trying real hard not to look at it.
yes, it's not positive. My point is the others I see are look like they fed and perhaps are on their way to do the same. So maybe they're I don't know, not a threat to us at the moment. I don't know if that's the
Well,
case.
I
Of
can.
course, Mr. De Mendoza was still a threat after he hurt that poor woman.
If you recall, that old lady, Miss Naira,
Hmm.
she said something's locked down under there. And if they're throwing stuff up, I feel like they're like mama birding it.
No, it does seem like some kind of payment or offering in an incredibly disturbing way.
Which which is why I'm thinking we need to get them as far away from the temple as we can before we can get in there.
Oh,
Because we're
I
going in
hate to
there,
say it,
right?
but is this is this the time for some of the dynamite?
yeah.
That is what I was thinking. And he kind of looks at Franklin.
Well, well, well.
Yeah, yeah, Franklin, shut up and
I am gonna
let's
handhold.
go.
I am gonna handhold a little bit here. Um,
Mm-hmm.
before you guys make the final decision on any type of dynamite or explosive action, please review the map that I just gave you access to. Please look at it. Look at the different entrances. There are many other things you can do as well. So before you make that final decision, I just want to make sure you guys are reviewing the, the little handout that I gave you guys. That's all I'll say.
PDF
I mean,
something that we can zoom in on. Because when I tried zooming in on it on roll 20, it just fucked up my roll 20. And I
You
had
just
to
okay.
go
Give me a moment. I'll see if I can make it like a little bigger for you guys.
also, we're not thinking about bombing the temple, right? Like, this is
Yeah,
a
I was
distraction,
thinking
right?
No,
explosion
yeah,
somewhere off
for
to see if
sure,
it
absolutely
attracted
do
their
not do that.
attention. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
I suppose we could also, look around and see if there are alternative
I made it nice and big
objectives.
for you guys.
Thank you.
Ooh,
All
I mean,
right, well, which one of us is good at sneaking around? Because it ain't me.
it's not me.
not really.
What?
I mean,
I mean,
I
I'm
had
a
both of you
or
on a stealth mission not too long ago.
I'm a smaller size individual. I could
well, anyone can
probably.
try to be quiet when the time. When it, yes.
Well,
I mean,
It's worth mentioning that uh, the creatures are on top of the temple. If if we are careful, we may be able to go in without being seen. Of course, if things come to violence, then I can't imagine they wouldn't hear gunshots.
Josie, you got your rifle?
Oh, yes.
All right, good.
She
Josie, why don't you
pulls it off
stay
her
up here?
shoulder.
And
Yep.
Franklin, you and I, we're gonna go down there and see if we can't find a way in. Jethro, you go ahead and you lag behind us.
Excellent. Hopefully, it
Do
goes better than the last.
you want to split us up into 3 groups?
No, Jethro's gonna follow me and Franklin. He's gonna lag behind a little bit.
Well, it does look like there's another chimney kind of off to the side. Um, Maybe we could look at that one first. Number 3, like out of character. That way, maybe we
Yeah.
start a little further away.
Nobody interested in
I was thinking
the charnel pit, huh?
I was thinking
The pit.
that's what I was
What
thinking.
what is a charnel pit? Yeah, not that
So
we would
glad
know,
you
A
asked.
charnel,
but
a charnel house. Well, charnel is short for charnel house, and a charnel house is where you would dump bones and corpses.
oh, that's nice.
Nobody interested in number 8, huh?
It's
I
not a
was.
tunnel, it's a pit.
Yeah, is
If it
number
were a
8 get us into
tunnel,
the
maybe
temple?
I'd do it.
Well, I'm not gonna say anything.
I mean, it
I
would
mean,
just go into
if
the
we want to
charnel
check it
pit.
out, we can check it out. Yeah. Not gonna like. What's
I
the
want
worst
to
that can
check it out.
happen? I mean, it's just bones. Like, we could go for it.
Me want dead person. I want
So,
dead person pit.
tell you what is it closer to where we are right now? Yeah, if we came through the main, I guess it is closer.
Yeah.
Might as
Mm-hmm.
well look at it. I think most of us was just like didn't know what a charnel pit was.
Yes, it is a pit
I
of
did.
corpses.
Why do you want to go to the pit of corpses?
Well, hear me out. If they're going to be expecting anyone to infiltrate, I doubt they'd expect them to infiltrate through the court of the pit of corpses.
Do you
I will
expect
s-
there's
I will
a hole
say the
underneath?
charnel pit is the farthest thing away from the temple. So in terms
Yeah.
of getting noticed, that's the pit of
But
corpses is the best
do
one.
we have reason to believe that a corpse pit would have a tunnel or entrance into the?
Would you like a hint?
Well, we can look in it first.
I
No,
mean,
I'm just.
you said they're pretty sluggish and large, right? Perhaps they are just well fed and they won't be incredibly hungry.
My hope.
Yeah, I'm sure the father of maggots wasn't very hungry after he ate just about everything he came across.
I am.
Listen, there's
I
no
mean,
good options, but we do have
looking at
one of
yeah,
two.
looking at one spot is just as good as any other. Let's try the journal. Let's
The
try
closer
over
one.
there first. Yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
and
All right.
perhaps not lag behind, but maybe just keep an eye out with your rifle scope, Miss Ida.
sure. Do that.
Yeah, that's what I said. Josephine, you go ahead and you sit up here and you watch us, and
I think
me,
you're saying
Franklin, and
two
Jethro, we're gonna
two
head down.
different things.
Jackson and Elias will stay back and watch the donkeys and supplies.
Good for him.
I forgot that he was with us.
Pardon. I yeah.
I figured since you didn't mention me, I'd throw that in there.
I think it would be
I believe you
worthwhile
both
for
mentioned
Miss.
two separate things.
I think it would be worthwhile for Miss Ida to journey with us. Just keeping an eye out with her rifle, just in case anything's coming on us. I don't. Heaven forbid something go after her while she is solo. I could want to have a situation like we did at the museum.
Fair enough. All right.
And pardon me for saying so, but you may need my shot if you go inside.
No doubt you're
Well,
certainly
yeah,
better
I
with
figured
that
you could.
than
Yeah.
I am with this. Kind of awkwardly waves the pistol.
I'm very good with it.
All right. We know what we're doing. Let's go.
Right, let's do this.
All right. So you guys head to number 8, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
So on the far side of the pyramid, and as far away from the small platoon of Karsiri on the pyramid, you approach the charnel pits. And you can kind of tell you're getting closer because the smell and the buzz of flies gets worse and worse. The stench of the decay just continuously grows as you get closer to the pits. Now, I would like everybody to roll at least in my games, a particularly rare roll of a natural world.
Mm.
Oh,
Woo!
my first fumble of the game. So so aside from Josie, nothing kind of changes. But Josie, um, your character, um, the flies that are surrounding you are gathering around you in particular, more so than the others.
I'm just that tasty.
Yeah, they seem to become more attached to you, and while the others can kind of smack them away, they are they're landing on you. And please roll a 1d4 for sanity.
Cool.
So you guys approach the charnel
Do
pit.
I
Yeah,
take that as sanity damage?
yeah,
Yes.
you'll take this. You'll take that as sanity.
I also wanted to say, Josie would rip off some of her sleeve and tie it as like a makeshift mask over her mouth and nose as we approach
Gotcha.
the pit of
Yep.
decaying bodies.
That's probably a great idea for everyone.
That definitely like strikes a chord with James, and he grabbed some of the strips of cloth that he cut up from one of Josie's dresses and makes himself a makeshift mask.
Oh, should have asked for one of those instead of ruining another one. Oh well,
Yeah, you probably should have.
no matter.
I'm guessing you guys have your
And,
flashlights on you.
I sure do.
I will not carry one so I can have both hands on my rifle.
Guess I'm dual wielding.
You're dual wielding.
Your
Look,
dream.
I feel
I
like
couldn't do revolvers, but I can do flashlights.
All right.
Wait, are you dual
yeah.
wielding
We're close.
flashlights, or are you wielding a revolver and a flashlight?
You know what's funnier? I think I go to I turn on the flashlight and I go to hand it to Josie and she's just like, I'm gonna keep both hands on the rifle. And so I just okay, and I still pull out mine, so I'm just dual wielding flashlights.
Incredible.
Look, very smart, not a lot of common sense.
I should tell him that maybe he should pull out his gun, but that's not funny, so I don't.
Franklin, what the hell are you doing? Pull your gun out.
Boo.
Oh, I forgot I even had that. You're right. I pull up one of the flashlights. Pull out the gun.
So everybody with a flashlight, I want, so everybody except Josie here, roll a spot hidden for me.
Aren't we all standing next to each other?
Yes,
Oh,
but well, I guess if you look down, all right, yeah, I guess that's true. All right, you can roll one too.
Okay. Not that we need
Makes
it.
sense to me.
Seems.
And Josie gets the
Ooh.
extreme success, of course.
Finally.
We, it was
So
perfect. Failure, success, hard success, extreme success, right down the line.
so as you guys look down with your flashlights, I think all of you got a success except Frank. Okay.
Except me.
You look down.
If only you had 2 flashlights.
You see just a mountain of corpses. Many appear to have been there for years. They are skeletal and only have like fragments of dried up flesh like on the bodies. You can tell that the corpses get fresher closer to the top of the pit. For those who had a hard success or higher, you notice the entrance to a tunnel down at the pit.
look, there's a way through down there.
Yes, there is.
A normal
How are you
success
wanting to-
and actually that's actually with the normal success, and for the hard success and higher, you guys notice that, or you should notice that there these people have clothes and stuff on them, but their items, like if they had a wallet on them or jewelry, like that's kind of been kind of like taken from the bodies.
Strange.
Did you notice that they're missing belongings? I mean, I suppose it's standard for
you
killers to
figure you'd-
take things, but these are no normal killers.
Yeah, you figured you'd find a pocket watch or a wedding ring on one of them, but nothing.
Yes.
We ain't got time to worry about this. We gotta get down there. One of y'all didn't happen to get any rope or something, right?
There is actually a ladder.
And
Oh,
I
never mind,
believe
there's a
it was
ladder here.
mentioned that the
We
rope
would
would have
have
been
rope, yeah.
packed. So one of us, I'm sure, is.
There is a ladder kind of going down it.
I'll head down first. Make sure there's no creepy crawlies.
Alright.
Y'all come after me, alright?
Mhm.
And
That's
James
right.
is going to go down the ladder.
Begin to go down the ladder, and
Ooh.
so I'm gonna actually bring out. Actually, so this is kind of like the tunnel, kind of what it looks like here. I'm gonna go take us back to the other map here, just for a second,
Secret tunnel.
and I want you to look at the
Secret
ruins map here.
tunnel.
If you look on the right side, that if you look at number 8, but on the map to the right,
Mhm.
that's kind of
Ah.
the way that it's laid out.
Yes.
Now your characters won't know that, but that's essentially what it kind of looks like, and that's sort of the layout, which is